Welcome back to another inspiring episode of The Burning Bush. I'm your host, Reverend Lee Jonathan of the RLJ Ministries in Manatee County, Florida. I'm so excited that you're all here because tonight we have a very special treat for all of you. If you hadn't already noticed from the opening credits, we have 5 wonderful guests with us this evening. And since we have a lot to get into, let's get to it. Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. It's nice to see you.
By the eternal name, we do summon Samael, the angel of death. O Samuel, fierce and unrelenting, stretch forth thy hand, not in wrath, but in righteous protection. By the eternal name, we do summon Samael, the angel of death. O Samuel, fierce and unrelenting,
when I say we're fine,
thy hand,
I mean
not
my
in
split
wrath,
personality.
but in righteous protection.
Enough! Heavenly Father, I come to you asking for your power and authority to cast out Samael or any other evil spirits that Daddy Box Braids, the keeper of the panties, may be trying to summon to enter this chat. Send your angels to protect us, and let this chat be a place of refuge where your love and light shine brightly. We ask of this in your name. Amen.
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 I hope to God the trolls, legit trolls, because that's what you people are, that are attacking him while his child is missing.
You mean like how all of you attacked Sebastian's mother and stepfather?
And you're attacking him, calling him all these fucking names in the book.
The only names I've called him so far is Daddy Box Braids and the keeper of the panties.
With no proof.
Well, because you're obviously touched in the head, let me grab some proof. Give me a second to pull it up. Now, I know that your IQ isn't as profound as your nose or that long-ass slack-jawed chin of yours. But here he is in court, looking like Boss Hogg and Coolio's love child. As you can clearly see, he has some Timu cornrows going on, as well as a few rat-tail box braids.
I hope.
I'm not finished, you broken and twitchy mess. Have another drink or pop a volume. This next one's a banger. Now, if we take a look at this screenshot right here, we can clearly see a broken and depressed man who's just having a hoot in some asshats chat, surrounded by other asshats that stroke and finish each other off. As you can clearly see, as I have stated, he's the self-proclaimed keeper of the panties.
I hope one of your childs goes missing and this shit happens to fucking you.
Wait, one of my childs?
I hope that. I do, honestly, and this is gonna probably...
Pumpkin, it's so cute how your voice trembles when you think you're being all big and tough. I'd like to suggest that you lay off of the bottle or any of the antidepressants you're clearly on. Also, that nose ring isn't distracting anyone away from your Jay Leno chin. Typically, I'd advise someone with your issues to seek out a therapist, but in your case, a good plastic surgeon would better suit your needs. After all, I hear they're making great strides in rhinoplasty.
Okay, I'm done.
Before you leave, how about we find a replacement for you? Can you stick around until we find someone in chat to take your spot on the panel?
Okay.
Perfect. Now let's look at the chat and see who wants to take your place. Let's see. Here we go. Here's one. The user going by Subaru Steve says, I've located and decoded all of the secrets in KP and CP's recent interview. Bigfoot is real. He also says, keep your fancy picture-in-picture screen up so I can show you my findings. You seem extremely stable. Well, goodbye Jay Leno's chin or Chase and Wine, whatever your unoriginal name is. It's been a treat. And hello, Subaru Steve. It's nice to see you.
I am Subaru Steve Montgomery, and today I am talking about the 1-year sadiversary interview with Chris and Katie Proudfoot. This is Katie Proudfoot right here, and this is The Living Nightmare. Parents speak 1 year after Sebastian Rogers' disappearance. Did you see this?
Yes, I just watched it the other night.
Parents speak 1 year after because they've spoken very little during the year that this young man has been missing.
What's your point?
So 1 year sadiversary interview with Chris and Katie Proudfoot regarding their son evaporating into thin air under his mother's watch 1 year ago.
Oh, I see what you did there. You had to throw in the whole under his mother's watch thing. Very clever.
Yeah, yep. But first, let me share a quote of the day for you. This comes from the makers of and daughter, Kristen Bell.
Did you just say the makers of and daughter, Kristen Bell?
Yeah, Kristen Bell, American actress, singer, producer, and activist,
Yeah, I know who she is.
known for her roles in Veronica Mars, Frozen.
Just tell me the damn quote. I don't need a list of her television and film roles.
She said it best, you see. She said about being a mother, Katie, pay attention to this.
Wait a minute. You think Katie is going to watch this?
I'm not a good mom. I'm not a bad mom. I'm the mama that I am. I try very hard, and when I fail, that's okay.
And I assume that you have a zinger of a point for using this quote?
That's what a mom does for her young. Katie, wow.
Again, you think that Katie is going to watch this? Let me ask you this. Did you take your pills today, Grandpa?
Also, by the way, last week, I made a comment about the photos that I see online of the home, the residence on Stafford Court there in Tennessee. And, everybody says, well, the photo, because I said the walls are bare.
What on earth are you rambling on about now?
I'm talking about the photos that show Chris or Katie or Sebastian in the house.
We've all seen many photos of them together in their house. Can you give me an example of what it is that your touched brain is talking about?
For example, the green tea video that was done in the house.
In this image, I can clearly see a china cabinet behind Sebastian. Behind that, I see some board and batten paneling that goes up the wall at least 3 to 4 feet. And finally, in this entire video, you can honestly only see a few square feet of empty wall space. It's not that suspicious. Not everyone has Hobby Lobby throw up on every single square foot of blank wall space in their homes.
Someone loves living in a sterile environment. I wonder, is it Chris or Katie? Maybe both that really like a sterile environment. I don't know.
Again, not everyone hangs crap all over their walls. Some people find that less is better and more calming. Clutter has been known to affect some people with ADHD or autism. Some find that having very few items in their living spaces keeps their mind less tangled up with complexity. For example, one's bedroom. They may have a bed, a bedside table, a desk, and a chair. Some people can't handle much more going on in the place where they try to relax and unwind.
Okay, so how many of you saw this recent interview last week?
Nice deflection, old man River.
Initial observations to this when I watched it. I'd love to see what you have to say about this.
And I just can't wait to let you know what I think.
So where did all of this excessive weight gain come from? Because these two people were thin. Go back and look at photos of them a year ago. They were thin, okay? They weren't big and filling out the jeans legs so big and the big bulky clothes, the baggy clothes to try to hide the weight gain. What is going on with this? Are they living the good life or one in fear of stress? Sometimes pressure is a good thing, and maybe these two need more pressure put on them because I just stick with me here.
Someone needs to file guardianship over your old, judgmental, and cynical ass and throw you in an assisted living nursing home.
What's up with these eyebrows?
Quick, someone call APS. Grandpa's out in the front yard in his boxers yelling at the clouds again.
What's up with these eyebrows? With these eyebrows right here. Did she get them tattooed for this interview? Or did she get them sculpted? Or they are extremely shaped and plucked and groomed and...
Be quiet, Grandpa. I'm on the phone with the Sumner County Detective's Office.
Thank you for calling the Sumner County Police Department. This is Detective Betty. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm calling because my grandpa, who shits his pants every time that the microwave goes off due to his tinfoil helmet, has solved the case. The clues were right in front of all of us this entire time. Their weight and her eyebrows are the key to cracking this case.
Sir, are you with your grandfather at this moment?
I'm in a live chat with him as we speak.
Perfect. Stay on the line with me and tell me everything he says. This information could be the big break that Sumner County Police, the FBI, some thick chick named Hong, and Dog the Bounty Hunter finally need to solve this case.
I promise to stay on the line and relay to you every detail and clue that my grandpa tells me.
Copy that. Standing by. Grandpa,
did you catch all of that? Detective Betty is on the line listening. So by all means, please continue to share your findings.
Why does she have, what is it, rosacea or whatever with the red in the skin? I don't think she has that.
Holy shit. How in the hell did we miss this? Of course. Her rosy cheeks.
Number one, I'm also just noticing for the first time, why isn't she wearing her earrings? Okay. Does she not wear earrings anymore? Because I see 2 holes here. What a rebel. 2 earrings in each ear. But she doesn't wear them for the interview. I wonder why. I wonder what's up with that.
I knew it. I saw 2 holes and I was like, did she get bit by a snake or maybe 2 mosquitoes got her at the same time? But hot damn, I never would have thought that she wore earrings.
And it looks like she still has an Invisalign braces in her mouth as well. So,
I'm so stupid. Invisalign, that's it. In my initial report, I had wrote down that she wore a product made by the Smile Direct Club. How in the hell was I so blind?
new glasses, eyebrows being done. Stuff is going on here that just makes me wonder. Money must be good in the Proudfoot home.
I shouldn't say this, but you're right. Off the record, me and all of my QAnon buddies on 4chan were thinking the same thing. Clearly, everyone is ignorant. They're not smart like you and I. We know that new glasses and new eyebrows cost at least $5,150.
Especially without having to feed a growing teenager. Right, Katie? Chris?
Do you think that it's possible, in a year's time, with or without children, that someone can possibly get new glasses through, I don't know, work insurance maybe? Or do you think it's possible to save up money over a whole year to maybe get your eyebrows done before you do a live interview on your local news channel?
And what's up with this? Let me show you this one now.
Again, nice deflection.
So his hat, I want you to look at the hat.
Yep, looks like a hat.
So let's talk about this for a second. Well, first off, Chris is wearing and I had to look it up, the clover. First I thought, is he just a lucky guy? Is he Irish? Is he a golfer? What the heck is going on with these ball caps that have the 4-leaf clover on top? And I found out they are Black Clover brand ball caps. And they're not cheap little $5 hats. Does he think the 4-leaf clover is really bringing him luck?
Look, if you're allowed to believe in Bigfoot, and trust me, I've seen your videos, then Chris can believe that a hat with a 4-leaf clover on it may bring him some luck. Who are we to judge?
All right, check this out. And you can see this really good here. So he's got these Black Clover brand ball caps. And I guess he thinks he's bringing them luck, which is probably why I'm here, because he's wearing his lucky hat, has me here. Thank you, Chris.
You're psychotic.
But look what's written under the brim. Look right here. Under the brim, it says L-I-V-E. Live. Live. Okay? Why would this man write live under his Black Clover ball cap that he paid $20, $30 for? Why would he write live there unless that's a subliminal reminder? Live. I got to remember, he's alive. He's living. I don't know. You tell me. It's just odd to me.
I'll tell you what's odd. Your weak and pathetic investigative skills, I swear, for a guy who searches for Bigfoot, metal detects, has schematics of the USS Enterprise, and can find a tag sale within 50 miles of your house. You struggle doing a Google search, just like my grandpa struggles to figure out how to use the TV remote.
So, what now?
I think now would be a good time for me to show you how to do an easy Google search prior to doing your streams, so that you can jot down in your notes some facts instead of all of your QAnon conspiracy theories.
Okay.
I'll just bring up Google and search for bottom of a Black Clover hat live lucky.
So let's talk about this for a second.
There's nothing to talk about. It's obvious that you were able to research the brand of hat that Chris is wearing in this interview. You also more than likely saw images of underneath the brim of this brand of hat to know that this is where Black Clover's slogan is typically printed. Clearly you left out this little tidbit so that you could spin your senile delusions that Chris wrote live in that spot to remind him of Sebastian.
Reverend Lee, I hate to interrupt, but after seeing your findings, I can clearly see that this geriatric asshat doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I'd like to ask him a few questions if you don't mind.
To law enforcement, I want to ask you a couple questions if I can.
Of course.
Can we, the online community, get a name of an individual instead of a tip line? Somebody that we can directly call or leave a voicemail to directly, their voicemail.
Why on earth would we give all of you online nutjobs a number to a single person? You'd all be blowing up that individual's phone 24/7 with all of your crazy and half-cocked conspiracy theories.
Why, you ask? I don't want to call an anonymous tip line and wonder what happens. I want accountability. If I call John Doe at the TBI, I want to know that John Doe works at the TBI and that I left John Doe the message. not the operator, not the tip line. So there's a group of us like that that really need the name of your agent or agents that are covering this case, whether you're local or state or federal. Please give us a name and number where we can leave a direct voicemail. In this day and age, accountability, as you know, is everything.
Accountability? Like the accountability you need to take for doing zero research and trying to sell your opinions of Chris and Katie as facts? Talking to you was a waste of my time. I'm out.
What the hell?
See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Wow, he must have really needed to change his Depends. Best of luck to you, Subaru Steve. Let us all know when you find Bigfoot, aliens, or a good memory care unit to move into. Now let's go back to the chat and see who wants to take his place. Let's see who we got in here. Well, look who's back already. Chase and Wine has returned, and she says, "Let me back up. I lost a bunch of followers, and I need to say sorry to win them back." I'm sure this will be interesting. Let's see what she has to say. Hello, Chase and Wine. Welcome back.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and take accountability for something I had said. I had said something out of anger, and I let my anger get the best of me.
No shit.
I was angry and I was lashing out, and I said something completely wrong, and it came out not how I intended it to come out.
How did you intend for it to come out? I can't think of another way, no matter how butthurt you were, that you could have reworded what you said. When you said that you hoped that others who don't agree with your batshit crazy theories should suffer the loss of their child.
I am truly and genuinely sorry.
Oh, Pumpkin, the sincerity in your voice is so believable.
Not only did I lash out, I didn't even realize I had Tony and Seth's picture behind me.
You poor and fragile creature, of course you didn't.
I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm very, very sorry.
Oh, sweet child, it sure does sound like it.
And I 100% take full accountability.
Oh, child, you're so brave. Hashtag you got this. Hashtag own your nasty. Hashtag girl boss. And hashtag oopsies.
And I should have never let my anger get the best of me.
Christina, that was all very moving and seriously touching. Although I do have some thoughts.
Amen.
Samael, it's not your turn to talk yet.
Tony said that I should say I'm sorry.
Who's Tony?
He's a little bald man that lives in my mouth.
Is Tony your imaginary friend? What if you opened your mouth right now? Would I be able to see Tony?
No,
Why not?
because he hides
Where does he go?
to my stomach.
Does Tony ever tell you to do things?
I don't want to talk about Tony anymore.
And that, boys and girls, is how you tie in the movie The Shining into your stream. Samael, I promise not to ask you any more about Tony, but can we discuss that interesting prayer that you gave at church?
Tony said that it's time for us to go.
I think that it's time that we all took a little breather. Please enjoy this worship song, and we'll be right back.
Seth lives in a trailer, wears a cross around his neck. Says he's holy, but I've seen him break a promise, what the heck? He walks with pride, but hides his sins, it's a real shame. Calling on the darkness, playing dangerous games. Seeing hymns on Sunday, but in shadows he dwells. While he smiles on the surface, he hides his hellish spells. Seth, where'd you go wrong? You wear your faith like a cloak, but you're so far gone. With hands in the dirt, but your heart's got no light. You're summoning the demons in the dead of the night. His neighbors whisper tales of the things that they see. Playing guitar by the fire, lost in hypocrisy. He talks about redemption, all the sins he'll erase, while calling on the darkness to show him its face. He thinks he can play both sides in this life, but the truth comes out through his struggle and strife. Seth, where'd you go wrong? You wear your faith like a slaying the demons in the dead of the night.
Welcome back, everyone. During the break, I reached out to Samael to see if he'd come back to talk about his recent prayer that's making waves across these YouTube streets. He said he'd ask his invisible friend Tony, and he'll get back to me as soon as possible. Until then, I'd like to come back to you, Christina, before BJ shit her pants in her sleep again and Samael started talking to his invisible PR manager, Tony. I was about to give you my thoughts on your sincere apology. And for those of you just joining us, you may remember Christina for going full batshit crazy by saying that anyone who says anything against Seth, she hoped that their child would disappear as well. She then magically saw the light and came to her senses and immediately came back to apologize. Christina, the floor is yours. By all means, please continue to grovel.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and take accountability for something I had said. I had said something out of anger, and I let my anger get the best of me. I was angry, and I was lashing out, and I said something completely wrong, and it came out not how I intended it to come out. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm very, very sorry, and I 100% take full accountability, and I should have never let my anger get the best of me.
That was quite interesting. Now, before I give you my thoughts on your heartfelt apology, I noticed that you had a few of your devoted sheeple in the chat. How about we take a look at some of their comments first before I give you my 2 cents on the matter? The first comment that we have is from Michelle L. She says, "Emotions are high in this case. There is not one creator who hasn't made a mistake. However, the fact that you can own up to it and apologize speaks volumes." Wow, that was so sweet. The next one is from Cali Cat. She says, "This is why I love you as a creator. You own up to your mistakes and are such a sweet, genuine person. We've all been there, especially when it comes to a missing child's case that we all feel so deeply about." It amazes me how your sheeple sane wash your behavior by saying that it's okay to say such things because you're so passionate about the case. Now this next one is from Susie Stitches. She says, "Nobody wants to listen to you ever again. Nothing like what you said or did was an accident. Save the apology if you're ever really sorry for something." She then ends her comment with some sort of sign language emojis. This is getting interesting. It doesn't seem like everyone accepts your apology. Let's find one more comment from the chat. Let's see. Oh, here's one. This is from the user named Toby Proctor. They said, "You're a tragedy-chasing slob. You speak as if you got hit over the head. Take your apology and stick it up your wide ass." I hate to say it, but I agree with Toby.
I hope one of your childs goes missing and this shit happens to fucking you. I hope that. I do, honestly, and this is gonna probably bite me in the ass in the future, but I hope...
Given your looks, I don't think that anyone will be biting your ass in the future.
Okay, I'm done.
Well, Christina, just by looking over your numbers, I'd have to agree with you. You're done. Moving right along, I think that we should... Wait a minute. Look at this comment in the chat, everyone. It's from the user named #GraceCase. She says, "Hi, Reverend. I'm loving the stream so far. Today is my birthday, and I'm happy to be starting it out with you." Hello, Grace, and happy birthday. I'm so glad that you're here on your special day. Now, normally I'd sing to you, but as luck would have it, I just happen to know someone whose voice would do the birthday song justice. Let me see if I can get them up on panel for you. Hello, viewing hours, and welcome back. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy day to come up and sing to Grace. Oh my, such a shame. I'm so sorry, Grace Case. Sadly, it looks like viewing hours won't be singing to you after all. I suppose that I'll have to do my best to honor him and sing to you myself. Oh, sweet Grace. I hope that this little hiccup and my singing doesn't ruin your very special day.
Well, hello everyone.
Vampire!
I know your time is very, very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me.
Thank you for coming up on panel and for also waking up BJ and clearing out her Captain D's. Now, I hate to ask, but would you be a peach and back away from your camera just a bit? Your scalp looks like someone stapled a bunch of ant legs all over it, and it's starting to make me nauseous.
That is not what we see in this case. clearly you can see.
We all see ant legs. Now back up.
So I'm sorry, I'm still not following you.
Would you just back away from your camera and sing Happy Birthday to Grace?
That being said, how do you mean? It's not, with that,
If you don't start singing to Grace, I'll release the images found on your computer in the folder labeled Peanut Butter and Monkey Business.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gracie. Happy birthday to you.
Are you freaking kidding me? Get the flip out of here, dude.
Betty, you know the rules. It's not your turn to talk. I'm going to have to mute you.
Wow, really?
Yes, Betty. And when you learn to follow the rules, I'll unmute you.
You will never have my respect. You will never have my viewership. You will never have me talking about you. This will be the last.
I'm sorry about that. Clearly, Betty doesn't appreciate your enchanting singing voice. I thought that it was beautiful. You sounded just like Marilyn Monroe. And when I say that you sound like Marilyn Monroe, I mean like Walking Dead Marilyn Monroe. Like if she was a walking corpse that was on fire while being thrown into a wood chipper, you'd sound just like her.
I don't want to get sick. So I'm going to go lay down or something, so.
Please, just stay for a minute until we can find someone in chat to take your spot.
All right.
I'll try to make it quick. Now let me see here. Oh my goodness, could it really be? This user calling themselves Your Unaliving Me Smalls says, "It's me, Patrick Renna. I played Ham Porter in The Sandlot. Love your channel. Can I join you? It would be an honor to have a real-life celebrity up here. Viewing hours? Thank you for being here, and please just shave your head or wear a wig. That shit that you got going on up front is embarrassing. Seriously, Betty has the whole George Washington look going on, and you have a pompadour made out of ant legs."
All right. Good night. Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. Are you excited as I am? Please welcome Patrick Renna, who played Ham Porter in the movie The Sandlot. Patrick, it's good to see you. Holy hell, you're not Patrick. Damn it, Smiley, you tricked me.
Silly Jedi, silly Jedi.
It's good to see you, Smiley, you old trickster. Did you do something different with your chins? They look good, seriously. I'm doing good, thanks. How about you? How's the hubby? Well, I'm sure that he'll lay with you again once all of the bumps clear up. After all, who wouldn't want to be with you? You're as ripe as Mama June after hot yoga. You know I'm just messing with you. Listen, since I have you here, can I ask you about a recent live stream that you did? The one where you were showing off pictures that you received of Sebastian. You know, the ones that nobody else had at that moment. Yes, the stream where you acted like a snotty little bitch because you got an old picture of Sebastian from Seth that Katie, his mother, didn't have. Yes, I used a profanity. But remember, like all of you hypocritical Christians say, it's okay because I'm so passionate about the case. You better leave my mama out of it. Mama Lee Jonathan was a saint. It's fine. Just don't be talking about my mama again. I accept your apology. Now can we get back to how you acted when you got a picture of Sebastian from Seth? You do realize that both parents probably have pictures of their children that the other one doesn't, especially when the parents are separated and the child bounces between two different houses. No, you're not special. You're sick in the head. What on earth does it do to help this case by taunting the mother about a picture she doesn't have of her missing son? Nothing. You're nothing but a miserable incel grifter who profits off of cases such as this. You haven't solved jack and shit. Get your ass in your car that smells like old McDonald's French fries and go do some searching. Go do some legwork. You get all damp in your huggies because you got a picture. Wow, you're fucking amazing. I'd like to apologize to everyone for my harsh language, and I'd like to take a moment and use a page out of these unhinged hypocrites' playbook. So I'll say, I'm not perfect, I'm flawed, I'm just really passionate about this case. I take full accountability for my words, and by the power of the holy YouTube streets, I'll be so easily forgiven. It's just like my mama used to say, wait, hold on a second, I'm getting word of a breaking story from our Fox affiliate, Fox 13 Tampa Bay News Channel. We now go live to this breaking news story.
Breaking news out of Bradenton, Florida today. Manatee County Fire, police, and hazmat teams were called to a local Chili's restaurant. Sources say that a Chili's employee was taking out the garbage around 11 o'clock last night when he came across two individuals hidden behind the dumpster. After throwing up and burning out both of his eyes, the employee then ran inside and called 911. Local hazmat and the makers of ShamWow spent over 6 hours this morning power washing and sanitizing the entire area. Lead forensic detective Ron Jeremy said that he hasn't seen so much sad and pathetic seed spilled like this since the mid-70s. Manatee County K-9 units were called in to sniff around, but unfortunately, both dogs were life-flighted to a nearby hospital for contracting a horrible case of pink eye and multiple cold sores. Both are expected to make a full recovery. Suspects were described as two tragedy pimps who needed some privacy. As you know, nothing says, "Baby, I love and respect you," like gagging down 4 inches behind a Chili's dumpster. The identity of the male suspect was hidden. He was seen wearing dark sunglasses, a clothespin on his nose, and yellow rubber dishwashing gloves pulled all the way up to his elbows. However, the female suspect has been identified as imaginary YouTube celebrity, Bullhorn Betty. Frat Night Investigations has issued a BOLO and a reward for any information on Betty's whereabouts. Reporting for Manatee County, I'm Delilah Griffin.
What in the Sam hell did I just watch? I just can't believe what I just saw. Betty, that was you.
You ruined my entire time because you chose to block me over a ridiculous, and I'm going to say it again, a ridiculous.
Betty, I hate to interrupt, but could you please back away from your camera? All I can see is your dirty pirate hooker Chili's dumpster, halitosis glory hole.
Seriously?
I'm being very serious. Your mouth looks like a prolapsed butthole with teeth.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm serious. Back away from your camera. I can practically smell the Chili's secret sauce. It smells like coffee with cigarette ashes in it and the chlorinated floor of a men's YMCA locker room.
Give me just a second. So there you go.
So, that's the point of view that your gentleman caller had last night behind the Chili's dumpster. I can't even begin to imagine what it looked like at your level. Did you at least look up at him and make eye contact?
No, I don't pay attention to the top.
Of course you didn't. It's kind of hard to, I suppose, with Uncle Lou and the twins right smack in your face.
Are you freaking kidding me? Get the flip out of here, dude.
Are you serious? You dropped down because of that? I thought that you said that creators, such as myself, don't upset you any longer. Well, I guess it's just the three of us. I really didn't have anything planned for either of you. You're both just ignorant noise that parrot talking points from the rest of the green team.
To say that about me is slanderous, is defamatory, it's libel, and it's against the law.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you?
Julie?
I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you?
That woman is insane. Well, it's just me and you, BJ. Unfortunately, we're all out of time.
You won't even let me talk.
That's what we call a blessing in disguise.
That hurts my feelings.
Yeah, I'm sure going to lose a ton of sleep over your butthurt feelings. Well, that about wraps up this episode. Perhaps next time Betty, Julie, and BJ will stick around a bit longer. Honestly, I was glad that they all left. I was actually burnt out about 20 minutes ago with all of them. Oh well, we'll see how it goes in our next episode. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you truly get something out of my content. I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to seeing you next time on The Burning Bush.